Good news for free speech, bad news for fun sponges. Jimmy Kimmel is back on the air. Yay! Well, I'm excited, so obviously I'm not a fun sponge. This is great because, free speech. It's important to keep our eye on the ball, though, because one, this statement by Disney is like, why are we here? Secondly, it's a real slippery slope when anybody has the right to limit free speech. And it's important to note that there were conservatives who also noted this. People like Ted Cruz and Tucker Carlson. Because, let's just follow this down the rabbit hole for a second. Let's say that they had taken the time to ban all the more liberal leaning broadcasts. What is stopping those liberals, if and when they come back into power, doing the same thing to media they disagree with because it happens to be conservative? The tit and tat for it is to the benefit of no one and is against the First Amendment anyway, to begin with. So anyways, cheers to free speech. But, let's keep an eye on the fact that Disney was willing to take him off the air in the first place due to pressure coming from broadcasters, Sinclair and Nexstar. We can infer and assume the reason being is they want the FCC to approve mergers for them, and the head of the FCC is Brendan Carr, and Brendan Carr happened to go on a right-wing podcast last week and just hint that maybe broadcasters should threaten to pull Jimmy, starting the domino effect that I already told in the other direction. It's important to note that there are only 5 companies that control 90% of our media. Maybe just give this country a Google, see how things went there, do a little comparison shopping, But the biggest takeaway is that protesting and using your voice does matter. Boycotts do matter. You look at the drop in market share for Disney. If you look at how many people were canceling their subscriptions to Hulu and Disney Plus, so much so that it crashed the site. And I can attest to that because I couldn't cancel mine for a couple days, So your voice matters. We are the consumers. We are the Americans. We the people. Shouldn't have had all of us do that pledge so much if you didn't want us to, take it to heart or anything.